Alrighty, hopefully this mic is working properly and you can hear me and you're not hearing the clicking of the camera. I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed and hope this video comes out okay, because I'm not gonna be able to tell until I put it back in my computer. So if there's any strange noises or the sound quality is off, I'm working on this whole new microphone situation, so bear with me on that. But hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing, there's kind of a part 1 to this video and a part 2 to this video, and they'll actually be up in separate videos. So what we're gonna do in this first part today is we are going to test out a beauty hack, and it's like an easy way to get a cut crease using the plastic packaging from lashes. And I first saw this when my friend Katie sent me a video of it and was like, hey, I think this would be a good idea for a video for your channel, see if this works. So thank you, Katie. Happy to take the suggestion and test out the weird trick. And then I saw it again on Instagram a couple days later of one of the House of Lashes girls doing it. So basically what you're gonna do is get some lashes that have a half circle plastic packaging like these do. So you see how there's that cutout plastic moon? That's what we're gonna be using today. So these are the Ardell Demi Wispies. And essentially what we're gonna do is carefully take the lashes off, remembering which side they go on. So I'm just gonna put the right lash down there and the left lash next to it. And then you want to take, it's sticking to my desk. You want to take some little lash scissors and basically cut out this moon. And I'm going to go for the one that has less words on it. So I'm going for the one that says black instead of Demi Wispies. I think ideally you'd want ones that don't have any words on these bits, but I could not find any when I went to Superdrug earlier, and I don't own any that don't have words on them. It looks like the House of Lashes ones don't have words. If you have any House of Lashes that you want to try this trick with. So I'm just hoping that the words don't make a difference in how we're doing this. And I'm just trimming down this half moon. And you want to kind of get it as close to the edges of it as possible. Ew, this is difficult. These are not the best lash scissors. Okay. I'm gonna kind of, no, I need to get that corner off. That's gonna hurt. Now my phone's buzzing. Okay, so essentially what we have left then is this. It's just a tiny little half moon circle. And the concept is we're gonna put concealer on that part and stamp it onto our eyes to make a cut crease. So first we're gonna actually just put the transition colors and everything onto our eyes, and this is where kind of part 2 of the video comes in, because what I'm gonna be using today are all my ColourPop eyeshadows, and the second part of this video, which is gonna be a separate video, is going to be my review of all of my ColourPop single shadows and Super Shock shadows. I can never say that word. I'm gonna be putting up my review on that, which I told you guys was coming like ages ago, and I'm only just getting around to filming. So I'm just going to start with Labyrinth, which is this warm kind of toasty brown color. Get my mirror where I can actually see myself doing this. And I did prime my eyes earlier. I've got all the rest of my face makeup done, just in the interest of expediency here. And we're just popping that into the crease. This is one of the Storybook Cosmetics Harry Potter wands. This is the like Dumbledore wand one. I love the handles on these brushes. They're so cute. I think my sister got these for me a couple Christmases ago now, and I actually really like the quality of the brushes. I initially was kind of like skeptical because normally when you go like ham on the packaging and the handles, the brush quality suffers a bit, but these are actually just really nice, soft, synthetic bristles. And I'm just building that labyrinth color up around the edges. Then I'm gonna go in with one of the Super Shock shadows in Cornelius, and I'm gonna go in with a slightly denser synthetic bristle brush. You definitely want to use synthetic bristles with the Super Shock shadows just because they're quite a like spongy texture. I'll go over it more in my review. They're very strange if you've never used one before. But this is just a Real Techniques metal brush, and I'm just kind of swirling that in there, tapping it on. And we're gonna start by just tapping that into the outer corner and then buffing it in kind of circular motions. And these, I definitely find it's best to just work slowly with and build up when you're using them as crease shades. If you're just putting them on the lid, which is what we will be doing in a bit with the cut crease, then just go in with your finger or a flat shader brush, pack them on and leave them. But if you're trying to blend something into the crease like we're doing right now, you definitely want to go very slowly with these just because of the texture, but it comes out with absolutely beautiful color. I really, really love the effect of these shadows. And I'm just gonna go over that with the brush we used with Labyrinth. I'm not adding any extra product, just blending it and kind of setting it down with a normal powder with what's left on the brush, just so that we don't get any kind of creasing, because it is that spongier texture, and we want to make sure it blends into the matte shadow. So that's going to be our initial crease for the cut crease. So now we're going to get our little plasticky thing. I'm going to actually zoom in for this part real quick. All right, so you can see slightly closer. So we're going to get our little plasticky bit and then going to grab a concealer or a kind of flesh toned eyeshadow base. And I'm going to be using some Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair. I'm going to grab a Tarte concealer brush, pick some of the concealer up off the back of my hand, and we're gonna paint it onto our little moon guy. And I'm really hoping this is gonna work because I'm awful at cut creases, but I love the look of them. So if this winds up being a successful hack to getting them done really easily, then I'm gonna be in love. All right, so I've got that coated with our concealer, and now I'm just gonna carefully line this up. This is when I wish I didn't have nails as long as I do, because these are definitely getting in the way. All right, so we're gonna line this up along the edge of our eye and just press down. I cannot see what this looks like in the camera because I currently can't see. All right, so this is what that looks like. It didn't totally work. I think I need to get it closer into the lash line, but I'm just gonna go in and clean that up. Okay, so after I've cleaned it up, that's kind of what that looks like. It's not that bad, but it's not that different to what I probably could have done freehand. We're gonna try this one more time on the other eye, and I'm gonna try and get it closer to my lash line. I'm trying a rocking motion this time. Okay, so that's what that shape looks like. Again, you definitely still need to go in and clean because this is smaller than my eye, so it's not getting the corners. All right, so this is the base of our cut crease at this point in time. Not bad. I don't know if it's any better than what I normally do. As you can see, like, it's not the cleanest edge up here because I did have to drag the edge up a bit myself. This was just not the right shape for my eye, so I might look around and try and see if I have any other lash holders that are a better shape, but essentially I think this was just a little too small. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques metal brush, what number is this? 203, that I was using earlier with Cornelius, and I'm gonna go in with Blaze, which is this gorgeous bronze shimmer. Like, how incredibly beautiful is that? That's what it looks like swatched. They're so creamy and pigmented. So again, just going to focus my face. We gonna focus here, camera? There we go. So yeah, just gonna dip into that, swirl it around a bit, and we're gonna start going in to the outer corner again. Just kind of dabbing it on and slowly bringing it in. And I'm gonna take just a bit on my finger and pat it on the kind of outer third of my eye to really get a concentrated amount of pigment there. And then we're just gonna blend that in. And I'm gonna go back with that initial fluffy brush just to hit all the edges, and just repeating on the other eye. And then on one of the flat shader brushes I used earlier, I'm gonna go in with one of the single shadows. This is in Bouquet Toss. It's a really pretty shimmery pink. And we're gonna put that on the inner part of the eye. And I'm definitely using a packing motion And I'm using a brush with a bit of a kind of pointed tip to really get in there and get a sharp edge where we cut the crease earlier. All right, and so this is our finished cut crease eye look. Honestly, I don't know if this hack made too much of a difference. You can definitely see there is a defined portion inside my eye that kind of blurs out when you get to the outer part of the eye, so it's more like a half cut crease that I've done really. But I honestly don't think this made it any easier than freehanding it. If you've got smaller eyes, then this kind of thing might work for you. I think if this is gonna work for me, I definitely need to find a larger lash tray than the Ardell ones, because this is just tiny. Like, it's so tiny. Focus, camera. It doesn't want to focus. There it is. Yeah, like it's almost the size of my nail. It's really, really thin. It worked fine as a stamping motion, like the shape went on fine. It just wasn't the right shape for my eye. So try it again with a different lash tray once I find a different lash tray, and I will update you on that. Not the best hack for me, unfortunately, but still came up with a really pretty eye look. If you want to see my review of all the ColourPop products that I used, plus swatches of all the ColourPop things I own, so I didn't use everything I have in this video today, then definitely click on the link I'm going to put in the description box for the next video. But this one is going to go up Saturday, which if you're watching it and this is Saturday, then that's today, and then the ColourPop review is going to go up on Wednesday. So it won't be up for a couple days, but definitely stay tuned, and if you really want to see that, don't forget to subscribe and you'll get notified when I upload that on Wednesday, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more hacks videos in the future. So thanks so much for stopping by, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you back here on Wednesday. Bye everybody!